Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Toke Moments. My name is Toke Makinwai. This is your very first time of watching. Where have you been? Toke Moments special with some extra spice and a little bit of niceness. Now, this week we're going to be talking about something that I find really interesting. I've always been curious about the lifestyle of musicians, their dating lifestyle, the women, the flashiness, all that. And to talk about this with me is none other than my good friend Orezi. People don't actually know how funny Orezi is. He's one of the funniest human beings I know. Every time we get together, we talk about everything. And I thought, you know what? Let's bring this on the show. We'll be right back after this. Hi guys, welcome back to the show. With me today is Orezi Baba. Hi boo. How now?
I do.
Orezi.
I do.
Every time I see you, we always have these funny conversations, and today is going to be even loud. Okay.
Sweet anyhow.
That's the sweet mouth. That's exactly what puts you guys into trouble all the time. Okay, so let's get into it. I personally have always said I would never date a musician because I believe that, it just comes with a lot of wahala. Dating somebody in music, they're always on the road, their lifestyle is crazy, the drinking, the smoking, the going out every other night, all in the name of promoting, their songs. Why are you doing like this? Because you know where I'm going to. So for me, it's a no-no. But I think, maybe I've judged a lot of musicians harshly.
I think you have.
Okay.
Well, they're sweet people.
Really?
Yeah.
But I just don't understand the lifestyle. Why so many women? I'm yet to find a musician that is, quote unquote, I might be wrong, faithful in a committed relationship. I feel like some of them eventually do get married and start a family, and yeah, we know the rest. But I'm saying that while they are in their prime, while they are in the middle of it all, there's always one case, one story, one woman, and you might even be dating a girl who is 10 over 10, but then why is it that there's always this fast life of women, messages, or I just don't get it, basically.
Are we supposed to be the one to control these girls to stop sending messages?
Yes, why can't you say I'm with a woman, stop messaging me?
Do they listen?
What do you mean they don't listen?
They listen.
Have you ever tried it and a woman did not listen to you?
Yes, nah.
So you told a girl before that I get babe?
As an upcoming artist then, I had this girl that usually messaged me on Facebook back then, and I had one girlfriend that time because she had money. She was assisting
because she had money.
That time, she had money, so she was assisting with my career. So I didn't want to jeopardize.
Were you dating her because of her money?
That time, yes.
I like your honesty. It's the honesty for me.
That time, yes. I like that, but that money, studio sessions. Not like now that everybody has a studio in the house. I needed to always pay for sessions. So the need for money was always, constant. I always needed money, and she was always available to help. You understand? So I didn't want to cheat. So this particular girl was always messaging me that she liked my music videos, blah blah blah. And I tell her no, that we can't. She's like, can I come and see you? I'm saying no. And I come out, I'm saying no. Okay, this I'm saying no. I don't know how she got to know my studio address, and she pulled up. This after me telling her no, uncountable amount of times. I still showed up, and she still knows what she wants, and she still wanted it.
So what do you think prompts women to act like that around you guys? Do you think for the life of me, I remember one time, a long time ago, I was at this restaurant in VI. Ice Prince was there, Wiz was there. There was Ice Prince, Wiz, and there was one more person. And Waje, myself, and another female were there, and then we all sat down in the same area, and all of a sudden, because these guys were there, the whole place became packed with women. And these are women that were carrying Chanel bags, proper chicks, like proper chicks that you see in the bathroom. I'm like, can I borrow your hairbrush? Just being like, Wiz had to say, move back, and they all moved back as he said. It'd be like jazz.
Don't you know, like the high society of women, the rich men's daughters, feel like it's their birthright to be the one dating we musicians.
You're lying.
I'm telling you, that's the truth. If you're in a club and there's a rich girl with her friends somewhere buying her own champagne, and a musician, A-list musician or popular just walk into the club, and she's with some girl that's lower than them, do you want to know the kind of conversations that they're having?
Wow, this is why I wanted it to come, because I wanted to know how wild.
They'll be like, who's that girl? Why is it with that kind of girl? Because she's believing that, and you know, as musicians, it's a different thing when you are seeing your fellow billionaire's son, you can easily go and reach it. It's hard to reach the musician.
True.
It's either he replies you only or gives you his direct number. You can only just be a fan. The difference between being a fan and getting personal is in his hands, if he allows that. So for them to see someone that you're like, because for them, they've probably been looking for this artist. They love his music and they've not seen him. They can't get his number except they have like a close friend close to him. So the conversations they're having is, that should be me. You understand? At that level, I don't know if it's above 30, but I'm saying for the ladies below 30, that their crush are these artists and they are rich. They believe it's their birthright to be the ones to be with them.
So Orezi, tell me, what is the wildest thing a female fan has ever done to get your attention?
Wildest thing to get my attention.
It cannot be something that you're thinking this hard about. I'm sure you're thinking, is it worthy to be shared? Is it friendly?
It's a lot. I'm thinking, okay, let me just say, let me just seem like one or two. Okay, so there was this time I was in the gym, so I posted a picture of me like in the gym. I had this lady, she's not Nigerian, I think she's from Germany. We've been chatting once in a while, like a big fan for like 5 years. So I know her handle. Whenever I see her, I reply her. She's been a fan since like 2013. And I know she's married. Yeah, I know she's married. So when I posted this picture one day and she was putting all this whole love, I'm like, yeah. Say, I was just fronting like, yo, you can have me, man. Like, you got a man, like you're married. Mama say she's not married. Or like,
she denied her husband.
I had to check the handle again to check if it's the same person. Like, she's not married. I'm like,
Did you get with her?
She's not even in Nigeria.
Okay, because I was like, oh my god.
I'm like, no, I don't do married women. That's against there. So I think one time I was in Benin. I did this radio interview. I know radio station. So I don't know. I think I said where I was staying on air. So I got to the hotel, came back, took my kids, went to my room. You know, a friend of mine came, a female friend came inside my room. We did. You know, she left. Next thing, another girl. So I don't know the hotel that they don't get security. Next thing, the girls were
literally coming
to my room. So I called my manager like, was there something happening here? I don't understand. There are like 4 girls here that wants to see me.
So they were just like, hi, we just came to meet you.
Hi, is there already? They're coming to the room. So now I'm uncomfortable. I'm in the room and I'm with like 4 girls already. Now, the owner of the hotel now came to the hotel that evening. I've not met him, but they told me the owner is one Delta man, like from my place. So he was the owner of the hotel. I've not met him. So he came to the hotel. And while he was at the lobby, like 6 girls came and they said, what's your Orezi? So he was like, I beg, what did they happen for this hotel? Who be Orezi? This one, all these girls, they will be Orezi. So he came to my room. By the time when he was coming to my room, he was coming with another 6. And they came my small room next to all these girls in my room. So my manager came like, what's happening here? Then on my phone, there's a fan phone that they created for me. So they put Benin fan 1, Benin fan 2, Benin, so they saved it.
They all saved their numbers.
And Benin fan 2, like Benin fan 100, like 100 or something there on the Nokia phone. So apparently they sent message to one and said I was here. That one
sent message to every other person around.
I came to the hotel, blah, they were all in my room, like a small party. Now I wanted to sleep. My manager to come down, he wants to sleep, wanted. Now they left. Mind you, we were young and reckless then. So they left. Normally I look one way beside, I like to say, Baba, I think that one stayed behind. Finished doing the do. Tried to sleep. Another one stepped into the room while in my sleep. I felt my zippers.
You're lying.
So that's one of the wildest things. So in my sleep, I felt my zipper because normally I was tired. You get me? So I was tired. I felt my zippers. Beside my zippers, I felt.
Wow. Yeah. Which leads me to my next question.
Yeah.
People see the women when it comes to musicians. You know, it's hard for a musician to have just one babe, even if he's trying. There will be many women who throw themselves at them. In your opinion, is it even, are there musicians that one man, would they basically stick with one woman? And is there a musician out there that does not cheat?
I think the idea or the strength, so to say, to not cheat comes with a certain level of maturity in your fame. When you are quite early in the fame, it's hard to really control. You get me? When you're just that new artist and everything is just new to you, if you get girlfriend that time, you don't mind cheating on her that time because you feel like the girlfriend is depriving you of your experiences or your new superstar status. So that's how if you check them, their early relationships break. They might come back later to date the same girl, knowing the fact that they've gone around.
They've learned,
I know, but I'll come back to that. But you see, at that moment, it's really hard to be faithful. I don't know if there's anyone out there that will be faithful. But as you mature in the fame, your first 2, 3, 5 years of fame, you don't go 6 years being famous. Everything now becomes like I've seen it or done that kind of thing. So
do you think that there's fame? Sorry to cut you, and there's money?
Yes.
Because there are people that are famous and broke.
Yeah.
And there are people that are famous and have money. So do you think fame is one thing? Yes, girls will follow you because he's famous, but a famous guy who now has cash.
Of course, a famous guy who has money is more women. He's going to have way more women than a famous guy that don't have money, because the famous guy that don't have money, it's easy for people to know you're famous and don't have money, especially if you are the type that's not so much an introvert. When you're famous, your just travels around. Understand? Even to how you make love to your girl, it goes round. You understand?
Wow.
It goes. It's hard. That's why you see a lot of artists that are very particular about that part of them. You see them, because if once you be one kind of don't everybody your ego is out there.
Wow.
You understand? So back to what I said, being famous and having more money is equals to more women, and it's really hard to control. A no is like yes to these girls.
Wow.
A no is like yes to these girls.
It's a strange thing I'm hearing. There's also this popular trend of young ladies having kids, not caring. It's like I just want to have a baby by this musician. I just want to have a baby. It's a thing where people, feel like they can easily have children, and they don't really think about 5 years, 6 years, 7 years.
Because for them, it's bragging rights. At that point in time, it's like a bragging right. I'm his baby. He has a child by me. So it's like bragging rights for them.
Yeah, but if they have like 5 or 6 or 7 baby mamas, then how is that a bragging right? Because you're only just a number.
They don't care. People that are number 6 side chick, do they care?
At number 6 side chick, there must be something wrong with you if you're number 6 as a side chick. Because honey, you can get any man you want. Why are you number 6?
I'll tell you, it's rich enough for all of us. Why would you?
So it's the money.
It's the money.
So the money is the demon behind the lifestyle with you musicians.
For the musicians, it's not necessarily money when it comes to being baby mamas.
True, because there was Fela had a lot of women.
It's not necessarily money. Like you see, there's this thing about artists that I think artists and women is just 5 and 6. You can't take it. The artist business is about women. Like for artists, an artist's first girlfriends are their video vixens.
Oh, do you think that's because of access? Like that's the first sort of women they get access to?
A new artist that you put on set and they're singing, and they're like 10 girls. Obviously, he's going to look at one of them, you understand, and see how he can slip into one's life and enter the other one's life. So those are the first women that he comes across with first. And that's where the whole artists and women thing starts from, because on your set there's always a lot of women depending on the concept of the video. So for a new artist that's just shooting his first video and there's 20 girls on set, all of them, looking glamorous, and most of them are even looking at him, liking him, even as he never blow. So tell me why you would like native women just from first day of being an artist, already exposed to that kind of lifestyle. That kind of lifestyle, you understand?
Well, you mentioned something when we started. While you were coming up, you dated a girl who had money, and you only dated her for her money. I respect your honesty. Let's talk about that sort of transactional relationship, because I feel like most of the relationships with these artists, the reason why these girls want to be with them is the lifestyle. Do you understand? Yeah. They believe, quote unquote, if I'm dating like a Drake, for instance, I'm going to have that flashy lifestyle, money, bags, shoes.
On the story.
He's not even, who is even fighting for posting story? I don't need to be known. Just as long as,
that's the bragging right now, because when you're saying I'm dating Drake, it's a lie. Whereas he didn't post. I've not seen a picture. The bragging right.
I think that they'll be more interested in securing the bag.
Join this total package. The total package. Nobody wants to be that closet girlfriend now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're dating someone that big. You want the world to know now. That's except for some special type of women that just don't care about that part. Of course, there are always women like that. I don't care. They'll be like, Orezi, where are you? Who's there? Anybody will help you? Okay. Are you going to drop the keys? I'm going to come in. When you come, I'm leaving in the morning. Doesn't want anybody to know.
Wow.
You know why the other ones wants to be in the club standing.
Or when you fall asleep, they want to use your phone to take videos and post them out there.
That's for the ones that you refuse to acknowledge.
Wow.
Now they will find a way to collect that evidence.
I mean, I'll ask you this question. Do you think relationships are transactional?
It might not be money, but there's a transaction somewhere. There's a, what do you have for me and what do I have for you? Me as a guy, what do I see in you that I want? Then you as a girl are checking me out and say, okay, this guy has something that I want, and that's why it happens in the first place.
So how important do you think money is in a relationship?
Money is it's too important. Being in a relationship itself needs money. There's nothing anybody wants to tell me out of my experience in life. Right now, everybody don't tell me, see, love can only hold a relationship for a certain amount of time. If money no day, if money no day, you see, if money no day, that's when you start, you can only, the love will still be there, but you see, tolerance. Nobody wants to tolerate suffering for too long. And once you start suffering...
Yeah, but what about true love? Why can't people just love each other just because they love them? Like, why must everything have to be so financially...
Love has to come with something. There needs to be something backing the love. The love is there already. I love you, baby. You love me. That's a constant. If you've dated somebody, you as a girl, you've known people that you've loved in your life, the men you've dated that you've loved. I've known women that I've loved in my life. You will know when you love somebody because you literally can do anything for the girl. You can do anything. But as the time goes, and there's no money, the girl has one or two needs. See, even as a man, it's hurting to love somebody that you can't provide or can't get to a certain need that she needs. Okay, imagine at that time maybe she's broke and she needs, or let's say her mom is sick. Her mom now is sick. You don't have to give her. She's in the house, all sad the whole day. You are looking at her. That question, how are you said, you can't ask anymore.
That's
that
be said,
because you already know what's wrong. So there's no like, baby, how are you feeling? You are looking down. You're looking sad. That question is hard for you to ask because the answer to that question you can't. You understand? So do you know how heartbreaking that for you as a guy? Do you want whose guy wants to be in that relationship? Your girlfriend is sad. You can't provide. You're also sad as a man because your manly ego, everything is being shattered.
So with this conversation, you've answered a lifelong question, or one thing that I live by. I've always believed that women are the biggest motivation for men. Like, men make a lot of money because they are motivated by women. Or let me rephrase that. I think that a lot of men hustle as hard as they do because they're trying to impress women. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. You find a guy who was a nerd in school, or maybe an artist who is a local artist in his community. Nobody knows him, nobody knows this guy. The moment they hammer, they don't go for girls that are on the streets that are reminding them these days that one day you hammer, they want to date Beyonce. The moment a guy who was a nerd didn't know girls, 400 level throughout university, was this bookworm, girls need to look at him, all of a sudden he now becomes the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. He believes he can bag Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, I think women are one of the major reasons why it's just part of it. People might want to shy away from it, but it's the fact. As you hustle, once you get an alert, say whatever business you're doing and your probably big pay comes in, as the alert they enter, trust me, in your scale of preference, or you're thinking, I want to set this bill, there's a girl in that scale of preference between where you want to say, okay, if you don't sort out your problem, I want to take her out, I want to buy her a jet, money is there. In fact, pass 1, 2, 3, depending on how much the money you made came in, how much your account balance shakes. So women definitely are a major reason.
So why is it that guys, not all guys, but some guys are quick to then, bash women and call women, this one, she's a money girl, this one, no, she's this, she's that, or she likes money too much. When at the end of the day, you guys are making money to come and show off for women, or to come and show the woman that I can afford you.
Yeah, most of those people don't talk about people that don't have money. People that say all those things. It's basically because, number one, if you have money and you're dating someone, you naturally want to spend money.
Sure.
Actually, except even if you're stingy, there's no matter how stingy you are, even if, let's say you are worth 1 million or you're worth 1 billion, no matter how stingy you are, that you wouldn't want to spend 0.5% or even 10% from the money from somebody that you claim to love. You understand?
True.
It's hard because once you have the money, what are the things you spend money for? What are the things the girl needs money for? Back. Okay, once you go out, if you go out, she sees the bag. I say, baby, this bag is fine. When she knows say you want 1 billion, and she pick them, you say you no go pay. and you love her.
Some men they act crazy now. Some men they behave as
so no matter how stingy you are, there's a certain amount that you know you need to spend for someone that you claim to love. So that talk of she too like money, I don't really.
Only broke guys say that. I agree.
Basically, you don't have.
But when you call a girl a gold digger,
or you feel the girl don't deserve it. Yeah, because.
So why are you with her? Why are you with someone?
You might just probably for the knacks. You just.
What do you mean for the knacks? Why are you knacking someone who doesn't deserve to be with you?
Yeah, doesn't deserve you spending a lot of money on her, but deserves.
That's so classist, Orezi. What the hell do you mean by that?
That's how it happens. Like I used to tell my friend.
So you think like girls have grade?
So I used to tell my friend that you see all these girls that will say, broke guy. My sister. If you know broke, now how he reason you, how he value you. Because that same guy they give you 25k, they give some girls 300k.
Wow.
So now how he reason you.
Wow.
Your level now they give you.
Wow.
So make them understand that they carry on themselves for these guys. I used to have a friend, a rich guy back then. Simple example. So a girl, I stayed back then. I was in Ogba, so I came to stay on the island. I stayed with him from Friday to Monday. Chronic womanizer. The girl came in Friday. Posh girl, I think from whether I redeem abuse unit, I fresh or my mommy to all that watch a weekend.
Oh my god.
And the girl they go, he shoots the girl 150. And
150,000 naira.
Yes, now that
as
time.
What for what?
That time, it took this for like
okay,
20,
what was this? What was he giving them money for? Thank you for coming.
Yeah, normal like take take care of yourself. Daddy has money, chop some of my money.
Wow.
So that girl came from uni, cabbage, looking fresh, everything. Now this other girl, see these two instances. So this other girl was coming. You know that girl shoot herself for leg. So she was coming, there was traffic. So they was trying to say, where are you? Say, baby, there's traffic. So okay, you know what? I'm gonna come down and take a bike.
Wow.
See now. See these two instances. So the guy fly back now, the bike land for front of it. He came out of the house, sought the
bike man.
Now the girl enter. After they finish everything, the girl was getting money, give her 25,000. So you see the difference.
Wow, man, Jesus, this gender called male species. Whew.
So ladies, package for them. I just give them an expo. I like that they told us everybody load
You heard that package right. Don't be asking the guy to pay your car fee. Like if you don't have money to go and visit the guy, don't go.
Just
period.
Your champion.
I've never really understood that whole thing about going to visit the guy and expecting the guy to pay for your cab. I just don't get it. Like if you don't want to go, tell him to drive to pick you up. There are other ways to go around it if you don't have cash. Or be like, oh babe, are you gonna send me a car? You know, there are ways to, instead of you now saying, okay, or being too eager. All right, I'll call an Uber. You now get there, you now be calling the guy, I'm outside, the Uber is this amount of, even when you're hanging out with your girlfriends, it's
experiences will teach a lot of people.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for having you already, because I knew he was going to definitely share some expo for you guys. This was really, really wonderful chatting with you, and you know, it definitely gave me another insight into the world of this music and the lifestyle and fast women, because I just don't get the craziness. Please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter. I am at Tokestar with a double R. Until I come your way again, be good. I'll chat with you on the next episode of Toke Moments.